fellow geeks, and welcome back to Running Geek Girl. My name is Heather, and whether this is your first time here or your 10th time here, I am glad you are here. If it is your first time here, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button so that you don't miss any of the running content that I have coming out all the time. Now, we have reached that point of the year where maybe you've set some New Year's resolutions for yourself, maybe something fitness or health related. And at this point in the year, maybe it's not going so well, or you have given up completely. Well, I am here to tell you that guess what? Because you failed, all is not lost. In fact, failure can be a very positive thing. Let's talk about what that means. One of the first things that we can learn from failure is that we need to change our mindset and try not to compare ourselves. As everyone knows, comparison is the thief of joy. And sometimes looking at other people's successes on Instagram, Strava, and so on, it makes us feel a little bit inadequate and like maybe we just can't keep up the way that we think that we should. Maybe we're not making any kind of gains or progress fast enough. And this is where we can really have a chance to change our mindset as far as not comparing ourselves to others. What you need to do is just compare yourself to where you were yesterday or a week ago or a month ago. Just look at where you are now. Are you making any kind of progress? Maybe it's not the same progress as everyone else, but guess what? We are all running our own races out here. So this gives you a chance to reframe your mindset and look at what you are doing and not what others around you are doing. Another way that failure can kind of help us progress is that we can take this chance to reestablish what our goals are. Now, if we have completely failed, then that doesn't mean that we're never going to succeed at it, but take a look at what your goals are so far. It could be that your goal is just a little too much for you to do at this point in time. It doesn't mean that you'll never be able to do it. It just means that perhaps with everything going on in your life, this is not the right time to pursue that type of goal. What you could do is break it down into smaller goals and do that. Or take a look at, were you trying to handle too many goals all at the same time? Maybe break it down to what you think is the most important goal. So if you're trying to change your diet, your exercise routine, and teach yourself to run a 5K, you may not be able to do all of that all at once. So take a look at what's the most important to you. Is it getting your diet under control? Is it training for a 5K? In that case, just focus on that one thing. Let everything else go to the side for now. Once you get established into a routine with what you consider to be the most important goal, then you can start picking things up with your other goals as well and adding them onto what you consider to be the highest priority. The next thing that failure can do for us is that it can help us to establish a routine that works better for us. Let's say that for the first few weeks of January, you were able to go to the gym right after work. This was not going to be a problem. You could just go on the way home, work out for 15 to 30 minutes and call it a day. But then things start to creep up at work. You've got some projects, you've got some deadlines coming in, and you're having to work later, and you just don't have that time to go to the gym right after work anymore. So what do? What you can do is, instead of giving up on the gym completely, what you can do is find a time that works better for you. Does it work better for you to go to bed, get some sleep, and then maybe get up early in the morning and do the gym before work? Or maybe it works a little bit better for you to just go ahead, come home, and do a short body weight routine before you go to bed. Maybe you have the chance to do a quick workout with a YouTube video just for a few minutes, but you have managed to get some sort of fitness, some sort of workout in that day. So maybe instead of sticking with that one routine that is no longer working for you, you have this chance to not just give up completely, but to establish a new routine that's a little more workable for your schedule. And finally, one of the biggest lessons we can learn from failure is you learn what doesn't work for you. So what do I mean by that? A lot of times on our search to find what is going to work for us, we have to find what doesn't work first. So maybe you've tried running and you've decided running is not for you. Totally understand. The same sport is not going to have the same effect on everyone. So maybe try something else. Maybe try weightlifting. You could try just walking. Maybe pickleball is for you. There's lots of different options out there for getting out there and getting working. Maybe your diet has completely failed. You decided that you were going to go all paleo, or you were going to go all keto, you were going to go vegetarian, and next thing you know, you're having a steak. You've figured out what doesn't work for you. Does that mean that every single type of diet is not going to work for you? No, it just means that you've found the ones that are not going to work for you. There are as many different types of diets out there as there are people in the world, I am sure. There are some people that will eat vegetarian, but they'll also eat fish. There are people that are vegan. There are people paleo, people doing keto, people doing Mediterranean diet, people doing carnivore diet. Different people are going to have the different things that are sustainable and work with their lifestyle, their palate, what gives them energy. So if your diet has failed, then guess what? Don't do that type of diet. Find something that's going to work better for you. There you go. I hope you can see that just because something didn't work out for you in this first month of the year, that hope is not lost. You're just finding out what isn't going to work for you, and that is sure to lead you down the path of something that surely will work for you. And I really hope that watching this has helped you see that you are not a failure. Just that plan was a failure. You are going to succeed at finding something that works well for you. If you found this informative or helpful, why don't you let me know down in the comments below, or by giving this video a big thumbs up. Both of those things help me get out in front of more runners just like you. This is your second reminder that if you haven't clicked that subscribe button, make sure that you do. It doesn't cost you a thing, and it helps keep you up to date on all the running adventures that I'm having all the time. You could also follow me on social media. All the links are down in the description. You can find me across all platforms under the name Running Geek Girl. Thanks so much for being here. I really do wish you all the success in this new year. Remember to laugh hard, run fast, and be kind. I will see you guys later.